Good day, bearded adventurers. My name is the Wizard from Fable Beard Company, where every beard has a story. And today we are going to be talking about what women do or do not like about beards. Welcome back to another video. My name is Colin Gray from Fable Beard Company, where every beard has a story. And this is my wife, Megan. A lot of you have talked to me on Instagram and other social media platforms, and I talk a lot about Instagram growth and things of that nature, and I often reference this beautiful woman right here. And she had the wonderful idea while she was recording some videos for her own channel of why don't we do a video on what women do or do not like about beards, and maybe I can kind of go banter off of that on what we really feel about beards as men. So start. What do you got for us?
Well, and as much as he loves the color Tiffany blue, we are in my office.
Yes.
We just got done recording some other videos, and we decided to take this opportunity to discuss beards.
Beards.
Because people love his beard.
I love my beard.
Yeah. So, one thing I have heard a lot among societal women is beards are really itchy. If you're like in a relationship and you have a main man and he has a beard and you want to kiss him, that thing will tickle your nose and itch it, and you'll be like, this is not fun.
Well, I will have to answer that and say that that is actually probably really true, especially if you get past like the 3-week or 4-week mark of having a mustache specifically. There are times where we're trying to entertain the bedchambers, and she won't even she won't kiss me because it like tickles her nose, and I have to like brush it up out of the way. So I could totally vouch for that. It does get in the way.
But what I will say is that it also depends on how much product he uses, because if he uses enough, it will be softer, and that will not be as bad.
Really? But you don't want too much. I don't want to get your...
Look, he doesn't even know. He owns a...
I'm just assuming that you don't want a BP oil spill up on your lip.
I do not want that, no. And that's the thing, too. Okay, let's just go back in time for a moment. You cannot put product on if you're going to kiss somebody. They don't want to taste it, right? So you need to have enough time before trying to do that, before you should apply it beforehand. I don't know what the length of time is. I would say 30 minutes, an hour maybe, but like don't put it on 5 minutes.
You sound like you're doing a little blue pill commercial. You should take it 30 minutes before you have activities and get your mustache.
I'm not saying activity. I'm saying even like kissing your kids. Like no one wants orange in their mouth or whatever. I mean, maybe they do. I guess people like orange.
True. And that would lead me to a question for you. Are beard scents important to women?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So here's what I will say, and I'm going to keep this brief. Everyone has a different nose. Everyone's going to like different things. He has shared with me some prior to starting his own company. He used to do reviews for others, and he had lots of products shipped in, and he'd be like, smell this, and I'd be like, I wouldn't put that on my worst enemy. Like, throw it away.
And I liked it.
And and lots of people liked it. Like, loved it. It was their, so here's what I'll
some
say.
of these have even been like top scents from other competitors too.
Yeah. But what that means is not that that's a bad scent. It's just not my personal preference. But if you love a scent and yet you might live very closely with another individual, man, woman, dog, kid, I don't care. You may want somewhat of their opinion on whether or not you're going to use that scent and love it, because if they can't stand the way it smells, then there's like going to be a 10-foot radius between you all times.
You know, one of my suggestions that might be something that you can think about is like 99% of women out there on the planet love candles. So go around the house. If you don't know what type of smells that your wife likes, look at the candles that she has. Are they vanilla scented candles? Are they floral scented candles, or are they like a citrus or I don't know, a cinnamon muffin? The thing is with beard companies is there's so many different stuff out there right now that I'm guarantee you're going to find one to match the candle.
And here's the other question, because this like was probed last night. Would you like to see matching candles for your women folk
Yes, put it
that
down.
match the sense of Fable Beard Co.
Yeah, put it down in the comments below if you would like to see candles from us. It's a very, very easy possibility for us to pull off, but I didn't know if people were going to be interested, and we were walking through Pier 1 Imports, I think it was, and she was like, you should totally do a candle in the scribe.
It was literally like the size of a beard. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
We're not going to give you all the details because we're going to do it.
Uh-huh.
You know.
She's the...
Mm-hmm,
she
right.
gets it done. Next question.
What's the next question? Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
Okay. Does beard length matter to you as a woman?
Yes. But I don't know that it depends on the person, too. Like, once again, we're going back to beard length, hair length. It's like the same thing, right? So I think it's going to depend on the individual mostly. And that's another thing is you're going to want to communicate to a person that you might feel close with. And maybe you don't have anybody. Maybe you're single, ready to mingle. And I don't know any single people.
You don't know any single people?
I don't.
Okay.
Anyways, but so maybe you don't know what women will want. Here's what I would say. There's a point in time where you get from attractive beard man where it's kind of like sexy and you get to like Santa. And you don't want to cross that line until maybe after you like know what your woman might like if they have.
Well, let me ask you this. Here's a little caveat. Mm-hmm. The longer you're in a relationship with somebody that has a beard, does Santa become a more possibility for you? Do you grow over time?
Do you find yourself attracted to Santa Claus at Christmas time?
Well, no, but I've never been attracted to
spouse?
I've never been attracted
Have
to
I
men.
looked at Santa with the glasses and the hat and thought that's me in 30 years?
Mrs. Claus in the kitchen, I'm just saying it could happen.
It's a scary thought.
Mm-hmm.
No, but so I'm among the like shorter beard length. I don't like really long beard personally. I mean, I like some, good for you, but I wouldn't necessarily love a really long beard length. And I also feel like it gets a little more scattered and harder. And you use more product, right? So like, just like shampoo, if you get a nice length, this could even be on the long side, then you're going to use like way more. If your beard is like, then like 3 bottles per day. Just, that's what I would feel. It's not going to be one little dropper. It's going to be like a dropper per section of beard.
Any other questions? Any other concerns? Anything you'd like to see from Fable Beard Company?
Women believe beards are stinky. They believe they're uncleanly until you show them they're not. So, until you approach, if you're single, this is going back to the single folk. I know they're out there. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to help them out, right? It's not all of women, but a lot of women, a lot of beards are stinky, and a lot of them are not cleanly, and generally, goes hand in hand with the person. But if you do put product in your beard and, like, educate people on it, they will not be as afraid of them. So don't shave your beard off for women if you're going to grow it back, because that's just trickery. Mm. It's like pulling off a padded bra, okay? We don't want none of that. Mm-hmm. Make your mind up beforehand.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Mm-hmm. You want to grow the beard, grow the beard. Go to the club with the beard on. Don't just shave it off because somebody wants you to. Maybe it's not in the point of the relationship yet where you have to do what they tell you to. So if you're single and she's like, we're out, I don't really like beards, you just be like, well, I like beards, so just whoosh, out the door. Maybe she ain't the wifey type.
There was a moment, I'm just going to go off here with a story time. Story time with Megan. Where I was like, man, your beard's bugging me. And he was like, okay, I'm going to go shave it off. And like for a moment, I was like, is he going to do it? Like I didn't know to like stop him. Or, like, let him go and see what was going to happen.
It was a threat.
He didn't do it. He was never going to do it.
No, I wasn't. But I knew. I was calling her bluff.
It was quite funny.
You like it, don't you?
It's all right.
It's okay.
I didn't know he was a ginger until he grew his beard.
Yep.
Things you don't know until you're a bearded wife. Mm-hmm. That's a club. I'm going to start it. It's called the Bearded Wife Society. And we're going to talk all about the beard men.
Shout out to Sam Command. Dan, if you're watching this, Bearded Wife Club. Yeah. It's going down.
It's going to go down. But yes, all of this got started because I was really just sharing with him how there's lots of theories on beards. in what they do or do not look like. And I really wish that was in my hands right now because I feel like the world needs to know.
Oh, the pre-bearded picture of me right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
It's not.
It's not.
But so it's just very different. It's a very different individual pre-beard. But there's a lot of things that people think about beards, and these are not just men. So that's where I wanted. He has done lots of videos on like beard myths, but what I have found is that a lot of men only care if their woman cares. So we want to make sure you know what they might care about, and maybe just don't want to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would like to know more about what women think of beards, I record a lot, so I'm happy to do some. And if you would also like to know what it's like to be a bearded wife, not that you would have interest in that, but I've also thought that I would carry around a camera and show you all the beard hairs I find in places.
That could make for another video.
Yeah.
But
let us know.
Not today. In the comment section.
It's Megan takeover time. You don't even get to...
Thank you for coming along this journey with us. I know this is different. This is something that is way out of the norm of Fable Beard Company, but you know what? We've always been a little different, and never be afraid to tell your story. So once again, my name is Colin Gray from Fable Beard Company, where every beard has a story. This is my lovely wife, Megan. Her channel can be found at Megan's Plans, at Megan's Plans. YouTube.com/Megan's Plans. If you're interested, if your wife is interested following planning stuff, she's got a really cool channel with like hundreds of different videos.
And if you'd like to know how to grow your Instagram, he can tell you all about it. It's on my channel.
It is on their channel. So, as always, until next time, may your beards be forever blessed and treasure forever upon your door.